In the South China Sea, the world's eyes are drawn to the imposing silhouettes of warships and Coast Guard vessels, their flags fluttering in contested waters. These visible symbols of power and sovereignty dominate headlines and international debates. Yet, beneath the waves, a far more insidious danger waits: sea mines, silent and unseen, but capable of catastrophic impact. These silent killers can be deployed covertly, transforming vital shipping lanes into deadly traps overnight. A single mine, hidden in the depths, can halt the passage of entire fleets and commercial convoys, threatening both military and civilian vessels alike. For the Philippines, whose economy and connectivity depend on these waters, a single minefield could cripple trade and isolate islands without a shot fired. The archipelago's lifelines, its shipping routes, could be severed in an instant, leaving communities stranded and businesses paralyzed. Modern sea mines are harder to detect and neutralize than ever before. Equipped with advanced sensors and camouflage, they can evade traditional detection methods, making them a potent tool for any power-seeking control without open conflict. Specialized mine-hunting vessels and divers face a daunting, dangerous task. Imagine Manila Bay, the heart of Philippine commerce, suddenly declared unsafe. Shipping would be forced to reroute, goods would stop flowing, and the economy could grind to a halt. The ripple effects would be felt nationwide, from empty store shelves to rising prices and lost jobs. This isn't fiction, it's a real present danger. Maritime crises have erupted before, and the threat of sea mines is growing as regional tensions escalate. Sea mines offer plausible deniability, letting aggressors blockade ports and disrupt trade without direct confrontation. They can paralyze a nation's economy while avoiding the blame and consequences of open warfare. In such a scenario, the Philippines would be forced to risk its ships and sailors or beg for international help, a position of weakness that could undermine national sovereignty and pride. The threat is not just military, it's an assault on economic stability and national resilience. A single mine can trigger a chain reaction, affecting everything from food security to energy supplies. As tensions rise and the risk of conflict grows, the question becomes urgent. Is the Philippines truly prepared to face a threat it cannot see, one that could strike at any moment and from any direction? Without the right tools, technology, and training, the answer is dangerously no. The time to prepare is now, before the silent threat beneath the waves becomes a devastating reality. The Philippine Navy has recognized the mine threat, establishing a mine warfare group under its littoral combat force. But this unit is a skeleton crew, trained, organized, but lacking the ships and equipment to do the job. The Navy's new frigates and patrol vessels aren't designed for mine countermeasures. Sending a billion-dollar frigate into a minefield would be reckless and costly. Right now, the Philippines has no dedicated mine-hunting vessels. In a crisis, it would have to wait for allies like the US or Australia to send help, a slow, uncertain process. This dependency undermines national sovereignty and invites aggression. The Navy's personnel are ready, but they're waiting for the tools to match their mission. This isn't just a technical gap, it's a strategic liability. The time to close it is now, before it's exploited. An unexpected solution has emerged for nations seeking to strengthen their maritime security and coastal defense capabilities. Canada is preparing to retire its entire fleet of 12 Kingston-Class coastal defense vessels, opening up a unique opportunity for allied navies looking to modernize quickly and affordably. Built throughout the 1990s, these versatile ships were specifically designed for coastal patrol duties and, most importantly, for advanced mine countermeasures operations. An essential capability in today's contested maritime environments. For the Philippines, acquiring these proven platforms represents a rare and timely opportunity to rapidly enhance its naval strength, especially as regional tensions and maritime threats continue to rise. The Kingston-Class stands out for its innovative modular design. Crews can quickly swap in specialized mission modules, whether it's mine-hunting gear, hydrographic survey tools, or disaster relief equipment, allowing each ship to adapt to a wide range of missions with minimal downtime. Their primary role is mine hunting, equipped with advanced sonar systems and remotely operated vehicles that can detect and neutralize underwater threats, keeping vital sea lanes open and safe for navigation. This capability is exactly what the Philippine Navy's Mine Warfare Group needs to become fully operational in record time, providing a much-needed boost to the country's maritime defense. But the Kingston-Class is more than just a mine hunter. These ships can also conduct coastal patrols, support disaster relief operations during typhoons or earthquakes, and serve as mobile command platforms during emergencies. While they are only lightly armed, their true value lies in securing coastal waters, escorting larger warships, and ensuring that more heavily armed frigates are free to focus on high-end sea control and deterrence missions. By taking on the critical tasks of coastal patrol and mine countermeasures, the Kingston-Class allows the Navy's most powerful ships to concentrate on broader strategic objectives, maximizing the effectiveness of the entire fleet. In short, the Kingston-Class is a practical, flexible, and cost-effective solution, ready to be seized by any nation looking to quickly upgrade its maritime capabilities. The only question that remains is, will the Philippines act swiftly enough to secure these valuable ships before another nation does? For the Philippines, mine countermeasures aren't optional, they're essential for survival. As an archipelago, the nation's economy and security depend on safe sea lanes. A mine blockade of Manila Bay could paralyze the capital in weeks. Domestic mine clearing capability means the country controls its own fate, not a foreign adversary. It deters aggression and ensures resilience in a crisis. Critical straits like San Bernardino and Verde Island Passage must remain open for naval and commercial movement. A credible, mine countermeasure force turns geographic vulnerability into strategic strength. It's also a responsibility. The Philippines must ensure safe passage for all ships under international law. Investing in this capability strengthens regional security and the nation's standing among allies. For an archipelago, securing the seas is a national imperative. Ideally, the Philippines would build new mine hunters, but budgets and timelines make that impossible. New ships take years and cost hundreds of millions, too slow and expensive for urgent needs. Second-hand Kingston-class vessels offer a smart, affordable alternative. Refurbishing and upgrading these ships costs far less than building new, allowing the Navy to field a squadron for the price of one new vessel. These ships are proven, reliable, and well understood, reducing risk and training time. Savings can be reinvested in other critical areas, missiles, patrol craft, or base upgrades. This is smart procurement, maximum capability, minimum cost. The Kingston-class isn't a compromise, it's a strategic win. The Navy gets essential tools now, not a decade from now. It's about building a balanced, capable fleet, fast. Acquiring Kingston-class ships is more than adding hulls, it's about building new skills and independence. Operating these vessels requires expertise in sonar, underwater vehicles, and mine disposal. Training with Canadian partners would transfer vital knowledge, creating in-house capability for the long term. This shift means the Philippines can secure its own waters, strengthening sovereignty and crisis response. Integrating these ships will drive new naval strategies and doctrines, making the fleet smarter and more adaptable. The Kingston-class supports the Navy's modernization, multiplying the effectiveness of its combat ships. These mine hunters are a foundational layer of maritime defense. Investing in them shows a mature understanding of modern naval warfare. It's about controlling the environment, not just firepower. The result, a self-reliant, credible maritime force. Overlooking the critical gap in mine warfare capabilities leaves the Philippines dangerously exposed to threats that are both silent and devastating. Naval mines, often underestimated, can be deployed quickly and with little warning, creating invisible barriers that are nearly impossible to bypass without specialized equipment and training. An adversary could blockade Manila or Subic Bay with just a handful of well-placed mines, effectively shutting down the nation's most vital ports. This could trigger a national crisis, paralyzing the country's lifelines without a single shot being fired. Shipping would grind to a halt, the economy would suffer immediate and severe consequences, and the country could face widespread shortages of food, fuel, and essential goods. Unrest and uncertainty would quickly follow, as daily life is disrupted on a massive scale. Exports would be trapped at the docks, unable to reach global markets, while international trade routes would simply bypass the Philippines, eroding its economic standing and credibility. This is the true power of asymmetrical warfare, inflicting massive damage and disruption for a fraction of the cost of traditional military operations. A few mines can neutralize an entire fleet or port, making them a weapon of choice for those seeking to destabilize a nation. Inaction in the face of these threats means not only lost sovereignty, but also a steady decline in regional influence and control over the nation's own waters. The Philippines would increasingly be seen as a weak link in regional security, always dependent on the goodwill and intervention of allies, rather than standing strong on its own. The window to acquire the Kingston-class mine countermeasure ships is closing rapidly. Hesitate, and these vital ships, along with the chance to secure the nation's maritime future, will be gone. Possibly forever. The threat is not going away. China's maritime ambitions are only growing, and the region is becoming more contested and dangerous with each passing year. Doing nothing is a gamble the nation simply cannot afford to take. The risks are too high, and the consequences too severe. The time to act is now, before today's vulnerability turns into tomorrow's catastrophe. Every moment of delay increases the danger. Seize the opportunity to strengthen the nation's defenses, or risk being left behind in a rapidly changing and increasingly perilous world. The Kingston-Class ships offer more than mine warfare. They're true multi-role assets. Their modular design makes them ideal for disaster relief, carrying supplies and equipment to isolated communities. Their shallow draft lets them operate close to shore, perfect for post-disaster surveys and support. They can assist the Coast Guard in patrols, law enforcement, and asserting sovereignty in disputed waters. Their sonar systems enable detailed seabed surveys, vital for navigation and resource exploration. These ships could support national mapping and scientific missions. They're not just wartime assets, they serve daily, across agencies and missions. For a resource-limited government, this is smart, whole-of-nation investment. One platform, many solutions, military and civilian. The threat is real, the gap is clear, and the solution is on the table. The Kingston-class ships are a rare, affordable opportunity, but the window is closing. Delay means losing out to other nations or seeing these ships scrapped. This is a test of leadership and foresight. The South China Sea threats are growing. Waiting for a perfect solution is not an option. The Kingston-class offers immediate, credible deterrence. Securing these vessels signals commitment to sovereignty and self-reliance. It gives the Navy the tools it needs, now. The government must act, engage Canada, and start negotiations immediately. This is the moment for bold, decisive action. The time to act is now.